M0FXB, welcome to my channel, Digital Ham Radio Diary. 0FXB. So, should I buy an Icom 705? It's a good question. I bet it's a question that loads of us ham operators asked ourselves. And so why do we like it? Well, on the back of the Icom 7300, which is really one of the best ever Icom sort of HF radios ever made. So with that in mind, and we're already very impressed with it, then they launched out of the blue, unexpected to me, this Icom 705. Now we've seen the Icom 9700. Now that's a £2,000 radio. It's dual band VHF, UHF and 23 centimeter radio that we can use in DR mode for D-Star. So if you think that's a £2,000 radio, the Icom 7300 is nowadays about a £1,200 radio. So add that together and you're talking over £3,000. Then you've got to think about what other QRP radio would I go for? Well, I'll go for the Anytone 818, or I could go for the Aircraft radio. And what do they cost? I haven't even looked at that. I'm guessing that they're £800-900 probably. So why go for the 705? So straight away, here we are in full DR mode. Let's just look at the features. We're in full DR mode. We've got a GPS lock there. Straight away, so full GPS radio. Screen. The screen is the same size as the 9700 and the 7300. Now let's go into the menu. Look at some of the features. We've got terminal mode. Now that's quite an expensive feature. So it's here. We've got full DTMF pad, which we can use. Let's go back. Menu. There's our GPS menu. We can send pictures. Send pictures over the D-Star network. Got the usual full DV memory for DR mode, CS. Even I forget half of these functions. DV auto reply. Let's just go through functions. Let's exit. Let's go into HF. Put the full scope on. Now the antenna's not connected. So HF, look at all the bands we've got. 1.8 to 430 on one radio. We've got FM radio.
And it is to Her Majesty and her family that our nation's thoughts must.
Yeah, so it's obviously very bad news in the UK that Prince Philip has died.
Highly respected public figure, but a devoted husband and a proud and loving father, grandfather, and in recent years, great-grandfather.
Now I just got some memory channels here. So 77s. Just on a rubber duck at the moment. That's a link on HubNet. So we've got all these bands, but then if you go to the the frequency selection, let's just say we choose 430, and then we go scope, menu, scope. We can expand the scope and hold down the center fix to get it into scroll mode. And look, it just goes on and on regarding, the different frequencies that you can go. It's a very wide band radio. Let's tap here, airband. There you go. I'm not going to show every feature, so let's just go back to HF. Just sort of selecting ones. So, you know, if we had our antenna connected, look, we've got the different filters that we can control here. We can hold our finger on it, and then we've got the selection here, full selection on the filters. FT8 mode, you've got your preset mode. So this radio is fully ready to use on all the digi modes. It's got a micro USB. There's a battery on the back, so you can take it anywhere. I'll just show you that. Or you can just put in a DC supply here, but it will even charge using, a bit slower, but it will even charge using a mini USB. Now I've got mine in a POV carry cage from the USA. I find that holds it at quite a nice angle there, although the carry cage will do that as well. Let's exit out of there. I mean, there's so many functions in this radio, I forget half of them. So the filtering, so we go function, we've got the different filters here. NRMB, notch, comp, you can see them all there. And they're controllable from the actual radio. So what you do is you go like that function, hold down your NR, and hold it down again, and it puts it here, and you can control it here with the multi-knob. And that will work on most of these functions in this menu. So let's see if we can find Wi-Fi. So menu, set, tone, function. I know we've got wireless LAN, so loads of possibilities with wireless LAN as well. And Bluetooth. We've got our SD card. I'll show you where that goes. Now it's a bit hidden under here. There you go, SD card pops in there. So you can literally sit at this radio, get yourself a splitter box, so you've got one part on HF radio, another part VHF, UHF. You've got 6 meters as well. Let's just tap that GPS again. Yeah, that's looking good. And then we've all used the DR mode. You hold your finger down, DR mode, and you can upload all the CSV file and all your digital type contacts and do that. As you scroll through there. We're on the open spot 3 now. Which should be, I think it's connected. Let's just try it. Should we try and get a contact? M0FXB calling for an audio check. You try it again. M0FXB calling for an audio check. No one there at the moment. So, you know.
The M0 station, absolutely fine, sir. No problem. Radio fine. Bring to the West Midlands in the UK.
Yeah, hi, I think it's Jim. I had your details come through. Just using an Icom 705. You're sounding very good there. I'm in Western Superman, name Andreas. Just quickly let me know what radio you're on, and then I'll stand by. M0FXB.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I said Icom 5100. Yeah, it's just 5100. It's new to, well, I say new. It's about a few weeks old now since I've had it. And it's working very well, and I'm actually kind of enjoying it, you know. It's a new way, I believe.
Yeah, 5100, very nice radio. Yeah, okay, Jim, well, brilliant. Oh, thanks very much. And the 5100, yeah, very nice radio. I use that as my base station radio in my shack. Nice to have the full dual band and the touch screen, and it just works great. I've also got the Bluetooth module in mine. And trying to think, oh yeah, I do use the app with it sometimes on my phone, so and that works quite well. So thanks for the contact, M0FXB73. So there's another thing you can actually.
No problem, sir. No problem. You're very welcome. You're very welcome, sir. And you see a bit of the sunset of Prince Philip this morning.
Yeah. Yes, very sad news. I mean, he's been around even before I was even born, and to me, you know, I always found him quite interesting, and the Queen seemed very happy with him, and he must have had a very, very interesting life. So yeah, rest in peace, and God bless him. So okay, 7-3, all the best. Okay, nice Jim there, nice gentleman. So yeah, you can attach an app to this. I mean, this will work on all Digimode. So let's just sort of summarize. Literally, just trying to think about everything this radio does. You know, it's hard because it does so much. Obviously, the scope is one of the main features. Shame we can't see it running right now. In summary, it does VHF, UHF, 6 meters. It's full GPS. DPRS, which is the APRS version for Icom. It has a touchscreen interface, which is excellent, same as the 7300. You can do virtually all bands. I know they took out 4 meter transmit. I think you can receive on 4 meters. I know they took that out, but I mean, they packed so much in. It's such a small item if you really look at it here. You know, it's not a big item, so they packed in so much in this radio. So I just want to, in summary, say, yeah, I think it's definitely a radio you should consider if you're thinking of buying a 7300 or a 9700 anyway. I would say before you buy one of those two, think about buying this one and an amplifier. Amplifiers you can get for about £450. That sounds a lot, but if you think £450 for the amplifier, second hand you'll probably get one less. And then one of these, you pretty much got a full shack setup, and you can take it mobile. And I'll just show you what that looks like mobile. Just, you can see, you can take it mobile, no problem at all. And you can take a couple of spare batteries. It uses the Icom 51 battery, which most of us have got an Icom 51, and I would say definitely don't sell your 51. You know, just it works, it complements this radio. The DR mode works so well, I mean, I've just touched the surface on what this radio can do. So I would say, in my opinion, 100%, this is one of the best radios that Icom I think will ever make, ever. So in my opinion, yeah, get one. Obviously, it's an expensive radio, so you might have to save up for a while and save the pennies for a long time. Maybe sell some equipment, but you will not be unhappy. But I will say, you do need to have some sort of carry cage. Now, I've got the American POV one, made by POV in the USA. Just Google it. I think Martin Lynch have got them now. Probably some other sellers. But I will say that's quite an essential thing to get. Otherwise, you're too scared to move the thing around. So, yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. 7-3, all the best. M0FXB, clear. Catch you on air.